Hi guys, welcome back. This is Abdurrahman Gilal, and in today's video, I'll be explaining you how to use iterators with the collections. So iterator is something that helps us from the word we can understand that's going to help us to iterate or traverse our elements from any available collections. So there are two things. That first is that I'm going to explain you the iterators directly. And then there is another iterator that is called list that I'll also be explaining that one. So let's say first of all, let me create some how to say some stakes or queues. So let me gonna create a stake, and I'm gonna say it is my integer stake, and I'm gonna say this is my stakes, and pretty straightforward, right? So if I wanted to add some values into stake, I know that I can add, sorry, stakes dot add, or sorry, push, and I'm gonna say it's one, and I have, let's say, uh, certain values such as 2 and 3. So that's all. So now I have got my stake ready, and so I have so many values. So if I wanted to print out all the values that are there in this stake, so I'm going to do that. So first way is that I go and create a loop, and then I go and call them by indexes, which is sometimes it's not pretty straightforward. So let's use the iterators. So iterators are effective in a way that they will help us to, take the data from our collections, or let's say from our stacks or queues or array list or linked list, and then help us to, not new, sorry about that. So they then help us to, let us manipulate anything that we want to do that. So let's say we have done this, and then how we're gonna do in simple call the while. So with this way, we have said like we gotta just create the iterator, and then the name of the iterator is stake iterator. Better. Okay, so stake iterator is here. Now I'm gonna copy this name, and then I'm gonna say like it like has the next value, because this is the way that we will be only able to traverse every values available in the in the you know in the collection. So let's say if I have now this value, so I'm gonna just simply print out so my stake iterator and next. So this is I'm just gonna get the value, or if you wanted to put the values into a string, it's up to you. Then you can, or sorry, not a string, in any integer, and then you're gonna print out. So it's up to you. This is one way, quick way that we have now everything that's there will be done. But what if I wanted to print out my stake, you know, now I wanted to print out the same thing that has the next. I'm gonna see like if I have the value available in the next. So you see, I do not have anything because my stake is my value available in iterators has been done. So I cannot go backward. So how to go backward now? So I'm gonna just create a quick list, such as I'm gonna make here something like array list. Yeah, so array list, I'm gonna make the same thing. Let's call it not integer. I say I'm gonna make integer, and then this is my array list, and then I make the array list of integers. That's it. So I'm gonna just, you know, give the values to my array. That's one. It's up to me. Like I wanted to say like 8.1, 8.2, 8.3, same thing. Sorry about that. Yeah. So now I have got this array list available with me. So now what I'm going to do is the same thing. I'm going to just use another type of iterator that is called iterator list iterator. So I'm going to say list iterator. There you go. Because now I have this iterator available with me, and that is going to work on not here. Okay, integer. That's perfectly fine. So I'm going to say list iterator. And here I'm gonna say like which list iterator I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use my array list, and then I'm gonna say list iterator. So that's it, good enough. So the same thing I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna have my while loop called. I'm gonna say like list iterator, and then has a next one. So this is pretty straightforward once again, that we have the list iterator here, and then we just say the next. So it returns me all the values that are there in the list iterator. So you see here, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think better I'm gonna say like somewhere to show like, okay, this is my list iterator. Yeah, this is an output of my list iterator. Okay, so that's it. This looks pretty same as we've done in the iterator, right? In iterator, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the list iterator, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what's the difference? So the difference is gonna be like this. Now you're gonna see this is what I could not do with iterator. Well, this is what I'm gonna do with my list iterator I have called hasPrevious. So this is going to allow me to go backward. You know what I mean? Mean is that I'm not gonna just go forward because the like let's say if I have three elements available, 1, 2, 3, so all printed. So the indexes that are there are done. So now we cannot go backward. That's a problem. So now if you cannot go backward, so what you gonna do? So are you gonna set it to 0 or are you just gonna go back like this? So I'm gonna just trying to show you has previous. Okay, so here you call this method has previous, not has previous, it's called previous, list iterator has previous. So you're gonna see like it is going backward this time, 3, 2, 1. So it's the same thing, like I'm gonna put something here so that we can see clearly. So this is a previous list iterator with has previous. So has previous, it allows me that I'm gonna see my value backward. Why it shows me the backward? So the thing happens this way. So if you see this now here, for instance, the first list has these values such as 1, 2, and 3. So when we copied this in the list iterator, sorry, it was here. It was here, right? So the list iterator went like one by one. So the first it printed 1 and then it printed 2 and printed 3. So list iterator had all values and all done. So the cursor is now here. That's why when we tried to print last time, we couldn't print. So now what we did is that we came back here and we started saying the list iterator has a previous one. So it started going backward. So the simple explanation says that if you say hasNext, it will start from here. I'll go downwards, let's say, or and the hasPrevious will go backward. And this is why it shows me the values from 3 to 2, 3 to 1. And this one, when I tried to print from the hasNext, it was showing me 1, 2, 3. I hope it makes some sense. If you have anything that you have, let's say, available in the string, then it's easy for you to now to do the, backward call of the elements. I hope it makes some sense. If you got any question or confusion that you want to discuss, please do not hesitate to ask me. Take care, please.